Remember I said, let's post your film. I want to fix it this week. So let's go over the first guys first. Ethan Gladden, let's go over your film and see what you can fix and see what you did well. I like how you got hands inside, right? You got extension, right? And then as soon as you got extension, man, you felt the offensive line was leaning. You're like, I'm going to pull this guy down, right? Pull him down. But the offensive lineman recovered, right? So what do we got to do? We got to lean and rip just like you did, right? So let's go back just a little bit here. One thing I would say is you're a little high, right? So look at your head right now. Like, man, the offensive lineman you're going against, he's a little dude, right? You got off the ball, you exploded, you got hands on first, you extended, now you're shedding. But man, just imagine if you could get your eyes below the offensive lineman's chin, man, you'd be in a way better position. And when you step, right, when I pull through, when I pull down on my counter, like a pull through, I want to bring my inside foot at the exact same time. So right now, do you see how you didn't bring your inside foot at the same time? And you're leaving the offensive lineman a chance to possibly recover right here, right? If he was a good offensive lineman and he got in a better position and got his knees and he was squatting down, he could wash you out right now. So what you could fix right now, like you might think that it's an amazing rep. We're looking at this amazing rep. I like how you pulled down, but again, let's start with the beginning. Eyes below the offensive lineman's chin, right? I like the bull rush extended, right? But now when we pull down, we don't step with the outside foot. We got to bring the inside foot with us, okay? All right, let's watch the next one. Playing a one tech right here. We're going to get hands on the center right here, right? Okay, we got hands on. Let me go transition the rip, right? So hands on, right? You kind of just, you don't even really get your hands on, right? You just automatically try to get into a rip position. You realize that, okay, the space is not there. I'm trying to spin, right? When I spin, I want to be able to get the offensive lineman open up like you did. So, right, the offensive lineman opened up. So this is your chance to spin, right? I don't like spinning inside, right? It's not my main thing. So first of all, what you could have done better right here is getting hands on, getting extension, even on your bull rush. When we just throw ourselves in and we throw a rip in like this and just bury ourselves, we're just hoping for the best. And again, if this was a really good offensive lineman, he's sitting. When your back is facing the offensive lineman, that is never a good position to be in, right? Like this is like it's a slow spin, right? If you're gonna spin, it's gotta be now and it's gotta be fast and twitchy, right? This offensive lineman lets you spin on him, right, and get upfield. Right now, buddy, what I would say is get hands on right now. Get hands on extension, right? He's quick setting you. You could have taken an inside move, take a nice club rip with the right hand, club with the right hand, rip with the left hand, step in the inside, man. That was your go-to move right away. But and again, see if you didn't do the spin and you got hands on and extended, you could still counter and throw him off with your inside hand and counter inside, right? I really do not like the spin inside, man, but it kind of worked there. Kind of worked because going against a little dude. Same opponent, it looks like my guy, right? We're a one tech technique right here, just shading the shoulder of the center. Let's see what you do, right? This time you get hands on, right? Hands on, but you're just head up, right? He's quick set you right now. What we got to realize is he's quick set you right now. That outside rush is basically gone. Look at this inside right here. If you could club, rip, just like I was saying in the last one, man, club with the right hand, rip with the left hand, step at the same time. That's your go-to move right now. We just got to react faster, right? And your hands are high. They're on the shoulders, right? Get them inside or get one on the sternum, one on the bicep, right? When we're bull rushing. Again, you're rushing a little high, man. You could get a little lower. You throw them off. Same thing when you pull down in this rep. This is one thing you could figure out and you could correct in your pull through when you bull rush. When you pull down, you're stepping with your outside foot instead of your inside foot, brother, right? So see how you pull down and step with your outside foot? It gives an offensive lineman, it will give a good offensive lineman an opportunity to recover. So when you pull down, make sure you step with the inside foot. Okay, my guy? Right? See, he has a chance to recover here. If he was a good offensive lineman, he washes you out. Now think about if you stepped with the inside foot, right? Step with the inside foot there, man, and it's a wrap, right? So one big correction with you. I think that's your last one. Oh, we got one more. Let's watch one more before we give you the full correction video. One thing I would say here, just automatically, it looks like you're just trying to shoot that gap, right? Right now, you're just shooting the gap. You have a mission right now. You're supposed to beat this dude. You're not just trying to shoot this gap, right? You're not just Usain Bolt and just shoot past this guy. He's not even going to touch you, right? So the main thing is keyed in your shoulder, right? Your one tech keyed in your shoulder, the center right here. As soon as the ball snaps, I want to get hands on, right? Sternum, bicep. I want to bull rush him. Realize maybe that he's trying to quick set you really hard and he's giving you the inside. Or understand if you just really want to take that gap right now, man, get hands on, man, and make a move, right? This spin ain't in inside. Spin ain't in it, right? That's a loss still right there, right? It's a loss, right? As much as you touch them, man, that ain't no sack, right? So things to work on. Do you got one more? We got a whole bunch of these in here, brother. Holy. All right, let's watch one more. Same thing, right? You're just trying to shoot the gap. If I'm you right now, You're just trying to shoot the gap. Your eyes are in the gap. Your eyes are on the quarterback right now. Your eyes need to be on the near shoulder. You need to attack. So when you throw this club, it looks like right here, right? This club swim. You're just throwing it to throw it, right? He hasn't even really shot his hands. He's a low hand shooter, right? You're not looking at what you're doing. Look at your eyes. They're above the offensive lineman's helmet, right, man? Get low, get low, get low. You're a stronger, bigger dude right now against these guys, so you can outmuscle them and at the end of the day, bull them back to the quarterback. But bro, when you start going to the next level like that, you got to use your technique. You got to use your hands way more, way more. All right, let's move on. So Ethan, one key thing I would say to you just from all of those film is you need to play lower. Your eyes need to always be below the offensive lineman's chin, right? Even though you're bull rushing and getting extension sometimes, man, get lower, right? That means you can drive these guys backwards. You're going from low to high on these guys. You're pulling them back, right? And then when you pull through, don't pull through and step with the outside foot. Pull through and step with the inside foot, man, and you're going to see some big things happening, okay, my guy? And make sure just don't shoot the gap, right? If you're one-on-one and you're going against the center and you're in a one tech, attack the shoulder, attack the snake hand that's attacking you. Don't just try to shoot the gap and hope for the best and counter off that, right? Really good offensive lineman, you need to attack with your hands, keep separation, attack the snake hand with an actual move. Don't just guess and hit the gap. Genesis. Let's see what you're doing. DN, right side, 2 clips. My son said he needs help with. One of his others wanting guidance of his get off, grew 6 inches. All right, let's see it. DN, right side. Let's see it. So we got DN on the right side over there. Over here. See what we're seeing right now. Good get off, right? Oh, you got to react faster, man. That guy just pulled it on you, right? So again, when we have a really good get off and we're attacking the quarterback right now, what you did wrong right now is you took the inside rush. Right now, when we always have a free rush to the quarterback, if he's running outside, we got to attack the upfield shoulder, right? So right now, you're going to the inside shoulder. We need to go upfield shoulder, right? Right now, you're probably just like, man, I couldn't believe this actually happened. You're like, I got a free get off, and then no way he's pulling it like this, right? I like how you try to redirect and get outside, man. That's best thing you can do when you do correct this is just when you do get a free rush like this, just attack the upfield shoulder right now, right? So as soon as you see this, get your eyes now. Okay, he's up here now. Attack the upfield shoulder. That's all I would say on that one. Right side DN. So in run, so big thing for our young guys, this is always happens, right? When we get it's a rundown, right? So my young DNs, we think that every single pass, every single run, I got to run past this offensive lineman and bend around the corner. No, when it's run, man, we want to get sternum bicep and hold the gap. We just want to get contact and try to get 1 yard of knockback on our offensive lineman and then hold and peek into our gap and wait for the running back to declare, right? Because if you were just standing right here holding your gap and he just came through this crack, then you'd be able to make the play. But since you pass rush on a run play, you open this B gap, right? And it allows him to get outside. So one big thing for all my young high school players, my youth players even right now, you need to understand the difference of pass and then run. So when it's a pass rush, that's when you run around the offensive lineman and try to get the quarterback. When it's run, right? When it's run like this, right? When the offensive linemen are coming at you, we got to attack them, hold them, stop them, their movement, and peek in our gap and wait for the running back to either go inside and we can come back inside and make the play, or wait till he pops outside into your gap, and that's when you can make the play. I know all of us just want to go and make a play, but man, when you're playing defensive lineman and you got to hold your gap, you just got to wait sometimes. Be patient, right? I wish your inside foot was towards your visual key, but you're attacking, right? Club, right? I like the angle you're attacking, man. Get a hit on him. Boom. That's a huge play, man. Whoever that is. I don't know if it was the same dude, but I was just taking a look at this guy right here. Let's take a look at this dude right over here. Ready? He attacks, right? As soon as the guy comes at him, I'm clubbing, right? Oh, I'm off. My hips and everything are past the offensive lineman. We're pointing towards the quarterback, towards him. Bop. Let's go, my man. Good job, my boy. So, Genesis, just for your kids right now, if those are both yours, right, I would just say understand the difference between what is a run play and what is a pass play and what your job is on both of those. On pass play, we got to run around. On run play, we got to hold the gap, okay? Jeryk Wiebe, couple plays from my last 2 games. Thanks so much, coach. All right, there we go. There's Jeryk. Okay, again, Jeryk, when we're attacking right now, right? If we're on the line, we're playing defensive end, we're in our stance, we got to move down just a little bit, right? We're attacking 62's near shoulder, right? Your first 2 steps are very upfield. Look at this gap. This is your gap right here. We need to get behind the offensive lineman when he down blocks. We need to shuffle, and then we need to read what's going on. I don't know if you're in man coverage with 27, because that's what it looks like right now. But see how there's a pulling guard coming down towards you. You need to understand that you need to be behind 62, and you need to go attack this guard. And if it's in your system to box it, you box him with your inside shoulder. If it's a spill, you got to spill underneath, right? So right now, I'm just thinking It's a box, right? So this guy's not coming over top. He's filling this gap. So you need to have your inside shoulder against this guard. Okay, my man? Not that other shoulder. I know you're attacking him. You tack him and you fall inside and you make the play. But it all needs to start way better with first step, right? Take your inside foot needs to be tag 62. Then your second step, you need to be right here behind him so you could attack this pulling guard right now. Right now, you're so far away from this. So when you do attack them, right, you're fast enough to get there quick and then try to make the play. But you could have made that play, man, if you attacked him right here, right? Right here. Right. If you were behind the line of scrimmage where you should be, then you attack them and make the play. It's a tackle for loss. Okay. So that all starts with your stance, right? Make sure you're not just running upfield. Make sure you're attacking your visual key. Okay. Let's see the next one. So same guy. I like how you attack here, right? So you're right here. See how you're attacking the visual key? First of all, I want you to take your inside step. So this foot should be attacking 62, right? You step with your outside one. Make sure it's your inside one. I like the low. He's a low hand shooter. So you're trying to cross, chop, rip, right? And then I like the lean. I like the lean right there, right? I like the lean. Just keep running your feet. Keep running your feet. You're looking good, man. The only thing is just step with your inside foot, right? And then when you're making this move, really, you're probably looking past him right now. You need to look at his snake hand and really make the move on this outside hand right here. And then when you do make it, then you can look at the quarterback, right? Don't look at the quarterback until you beat this dude. But what I do like about this, man, is that you're leaning. I like it. Okay, I like how you're taking your inside step there, second step, third step. You realize you're making your move at the set point, way better pass rush. Right hand up, hustle. Good job, man. I like the hustle. All right, see you next one. I think we're over here. Yeah. I like that. Okay, that looks way better, right? So you're attacking. Right? Tacking. I don't know if you're tacking. Get hands on, right? As soon as you get hands on, pull them down. I like that, right? As soon as we get hands on, we got to react fast, pull them down. You step through, you're getting towards the quarterback, right angle, bro. Make a hit on him. Bop. Yes, man. That's a great play. That was one of my favorite plays I've seen right there. Look at that. Get off the ball, right? 1, 2, 3. Attack the set point. Pull down because he's leaning. Awesome, right? Now we're making the play. Really awesome job. A really, really awesome job. I love it. Hands on. What I really like about this play right now, man, is that first of all, I want your inside foot back to attack your visual key, right? Not your outside one. But when you do get hands on, extension. Eyes are below the offensive lineman's chin, my man. Let's go, right? Extension, right? You're waiting. He commits inside. You make the play. Awesome. That's really good stuff right there. Okay, you're outside right here. 1, 2. He gets a down block. We got to read the 50-50. We're reading the mesh point. Does he give it? Right. Oh, it doesn't matter, right? You did a really good job, right? This is why they didn't understand what was happening because you did such a good job with this mesh point. Got a yard in the backfield, way better than last time. Now you're a yard behind him. You're 50-50ing. Now we're making a play. I like it. Good job. Okay, Jeryk. Only thing I would say for you is keep attacking. I really like that push pull you got going on when you go 1, 2, 3 bull rush, and then we're pulling through. Man, that's textbook. That's why I teach in here. That's why I teach in the textbook. That's why I teach in this group. So congratulations on that one. The only thing is on your down blocks, you got to be faster. Get behind them. Read the mesh point. See if there's a puller. First thing is when you get a down block, get a yard in the backfield right behind the offensive tackle. Eyes are down the line of scrimmage to see if you got a puller. I don't know your system. If you're boxing or spilling, that's what you do. If you don't have a puller, eyes on the mesh point, react fast. You're doing good, man. Keep it up. Hope the season's going well. Jacobi, number 25, TJ. The more eyes that can see it, the better. So TJ, right end over here. Right? Come off the ball. Kind of just dipping your shoulder. Spinning. Right now, just from that clip right now, TJ, hard to see that one, but right now you got to play with extension. You got to play with hands on. You can't just dip and rip. A lot of our high school guys think we can just get away with dipping and ripping because we're faster and stronger against some guys, man. But just use your hands. You'd be surprised if you use your hands and you keep that distance away, then you shed. It's way better than ripping and then trying to lean and get off this big dude, man. Right? So let's see the next one. So over here, great get off. Second step, we got hands on, right? Stopping your feet though, right? We stopping our feet, right? We get hands on, but we're stopping our feet now, right? So we got to keep going forward. We got to keep attacking, right? So it's our pass rush right now. 1, 2. If we get hands on, don't stop your feet, right? It's not holding the run. If that was run, sure, good. But we got to keep moving our feet, bull rush them back, keep attacking, get those hands off you, and keep going towards your target, which is the quarterback. Okay, guy? Work. When you're working right now and you're just kind of flailing your arm there a little bit, That's not working, right? You got to think your big brother's trying to pick on you right now, and you got to grab him. You on defense, man. You can grab the jersey and just sling these dudes around. Grab the wrist, pull him to the ground, get past him, man. Be more aggressive. The only thing I would say on this one is be more aggressive, be more intentional, right? Okay, TJ over there. See again, see how you're just kind of catching blocks, right? So you get your hands on, right? But you look how high you are. This guy's helmet's below your chin right now, right? He is driving you out, right? And you're walking backwards. I need you to start pounding your feet into the ground and start driving your feet against this guy, right? So you just need to be more aggressive. You need to be like, I gotta run through this guy's face, right? Your first step right here. You get off the ball and you give him your chest, right? Your eyes need to be below his eyes and his chin, right? You lost the leverage battle in this one, and you didn't. His feet are moving, right? I know he's leaning hard, so you try to pull off him and make the play. I like it. But now imagine if you got your eyes below him, you were driving your feet, and as soon as he was leaning, then you pull through and make the play. Way better, right? Okay, let's watch one more. You're on the other side right there. 1-2 again. You get high off your get off, right? 1-2, right? Be intentional, right? You don't really go anywhere on those first 2 steps. Think you're a track star, right? You take 2 steps and you barely go a yard, right? Think about I'm taking 2 steps and I'm launching out of my stance. I'm running through someone's face. I'm trying to run past a guy, right? You're not going to do that with your choppy steps, okay? I like the hustle after the play. So the only thing I would say, number 25, TJ, is that, man, you just got to be more aggressive and you got to attack more with your feet. You look fast, right? So play fast, right? Don't think too much. Just know that I got to run through this guy's face, or I need to run past him and make a move. And if that move doesn't work, I got to keep chopping my feet and do another move, right? Or if he's leaning, pull through faster. The only thing that I'm seeing right here is that you're stopping your feet too much on contact. And on your first step, you're coming way too tall, okay? Okay, EJ Weems, let's see it. 6'5", 235. Working on my get off. Any tips appreciated? Okay, let's see it. So if you're keying this guy as a tackle, right? Well, I always say it's up to you guys how you guys play, but I always like to have my inside and man hand down, or if you're in a 2-point, just inside foot back towards your visual key. So if this is your visual key, I would like to explode off. We're taking our first step with this one. We're loading our upfield foot. But if we have it this way, we're loading our front foot and then we're stepping. Right now, I need you to load this way more in our 2-point. We got to load this front leg. Shin angles are everything. See how your shin angles are going up like this? That means your get off is up, right? You're looking like you're just coming off the rock. You're not really going anywhere, right? I need you to put as much weight and shin angle, put as much weight and try to push this knee down to the ground and try to put as much weight on those toes and curl them, right? You don't want to be flat footed. Load that leg, right? So see how you're loading it now for your get off? That should be already loaded low, right? And then when you get off the rock, right, you're not just taking 1 step, okay? So back to the 2-point. So when we're doing our get off and everything, if we're doing our get off, don't just take 1 step. Take like 5 steps, man. Take 4 steps, right? That's how much steps you're gonna get after a quarterback. You're never gonna take 1 step and get a sack, okay? We want to be able, so you look like you're taking this outside foot step first, right? So you're loading this leg. If we're doing that, man, you gotta put this leg down more. We gotta load this leg, right? Look at your shin angles. They're going up, right? You're curved back. We need to have a flat back, right? And see how your toes are going sideways. Our toes and hips need to be pointing towards where we're going, right? This hand looks like it's too far in. If it's, you got to look down and see if you're seeing your fingernails, right? That's what we need to see, okay? I like to get off, right? Make sure we're looking at our target, right? As soon as we turn in our fighting or in anything we're doing is not what we want to see, right? So all I would say